Welcome to the Changes to the Team episode for Game Week 12. Before we get on to the team selection for the upcoming game week, let's take a look at the points scored in Game Week 11. This week saw very few points in defence, with Chelsea being the only team to keep a clean sheet. Once again, only a penalty denied Hector Bellerin his clean sheet, as Arsenal drew 1-1 with Spurs. West Brom conceded just the one goal, as they have done on so many occasions this season, which saw Gareth McAuley return just 2 points. And Jose Holebas had a bit of a nightmare against Liverpool, conceding 6 goals and picking up a yellow card to return -2 points. He'll now miss Game Week 12 through suspension. In midfield, the Arsenal pair failed to deliver, despite playing fairly good games. Alexis Sanchez had 2 shots on goal and attempted 4 assists, while Theo Walcott hit the woodwork. Sigurdsson continued with his steady stream of points, providing another assist in the defeat to Man United. But Roberto Firmino was the standout performer in midfield, with 15 points from his 1 goal and 2 assists, as Liverpool comfortably beat Watford with a 6-1 scoreline. As for the forwards, Sergio Aguero scored his team's only goal in a 1-1 draw with Middlesbrough, but his total of 8 shots demonstrates how many missed opportunities there were. Romelu Lukaku barely saw the ball, as Chelsea ran riot against Everton, beating them 5-0 in the end. And Charlie Austin scored from the spot for Saints, but was unable to prevent a 2-1 defeat. So it was an average week with a score of 51. The overall rank of 274k isn't ideal, and I really need to start pulling that back, but there are still 27 game weeks to play. But now let's look ahead to Game Week 12. With Chelsea's incredible form over the last 5 game weeks, this week's transfers will be spent bringing in 2 of their players. Marcos Alonso comes in for the suspended Jose Holebas. He's playing as a wing-back in Conte's 3-4-3 system and has returned 1 goal, 1 assist and 5 clean sheets in just 5 starts so far. Eden Hazard also comes in place of Alexis Sanchez. If you haven't already, definitely check out the video on Hazard versus Sanchez, which explains this decision in greater detail. So here's how the team looks after making those changes. Ben Foster gets the nod over Jordan Pickford this week. Both goalkeepers have great fixtures, but West Brom's form is slightly better than Sunderland's. Gareth McAuley also starts to double up the West Brom defence for their fixture against Burnley. With Hector Bellerin almost certainly ruled out, George Friend comes into the starting lineup. However, with a tough fixture against Chelsea, he looks unlikely to return many points. The rest of the team looks fairly solid, and the only big absence, of course, is Philippe Coutinho, who will come into the team next game week, in place of either Theo Walcott or Gylfi Sigurdsson. The reasoning behind not bringing him in this game week is due to Liverpool's fixture being on Saturday, following the international break. Last time this happened, Coutinho was rested and Sturridge started in place of him. So there is a small risk of that happening once again. For captaincy this week, Romelu Lukaku is an option, ahead of Everton's home fixture against Swansea, where they'll be looking to bounce back from a disappointing 5-0 defeat to Chelsea. But it's hard to ignore Sergio Aguero for City's away trip to Crystal Palace. He's managed 3 goals in the last 2 game weeks, and that's why he gets the nod for now. As always, be sure to follow FPLtips on Twitter for the confirmed captaincy selection. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. FanDuel is a one-day fantasy football game where you can play for real money. Enter a new contest every Premier League weekend. Use the promo code FPLtips and FanDuel will match your first deposit all the way up to £400. Bonus credit is earned as you play at a rate of 5%. They'll also give you back your first stake if you don't win, up to the value of £10. So if you're over 18 and you'd like to get involved, head over to fanduel.co.uk and use the promo code FPLtips.